Hey everybody, this is Scott and this is 2 on Tuesday. Today I'm introducing a two-part series to look at the top reasons your closing might be delayed. Whether you're currently buying or selling a home, or you're planning on buying or selling a home in the future, it's important that you understand that there can be delays in the real estate closing. A real estate contract and the terms and conditions that are set forth in the contract do carry significant importance, however they are not always concrete. A very common real estate myth that both buyers and sellers often believe is that the closing date in a real estate purchase contract is actually when the closing will occur. Since both the buyer and the seller agree to a target closing date in the purchase contract, it's great when the closing actually happens on or before that date, but it isn't always possible. There are many reasons why a real estate closing can be delayed or even worse, canceled. Since there's so many parties involved in a real estate transaction, it should be understandable that delays can happen, but why? Number one, unrealistic contract dates. Generally speaking, it will take roughly 45 to 60 days for a real estate closing to occur after a purchase offer is accepted. This, of course, depends on the type of financing a buyer is using to purchase the home, the number of contingencies in the purchase offer, and many other variables. It's completely unrealistic for a real estate closing to occur in 21 days for a buyer who's obtaining an FHA mortgage. Number two, real estate appraisal issues. When buying or selling real estate, you need to understand that a large piece of successful home sale is the bank appraisal. A bank appraisal is part of the real estate transaction anytime a buyer is obtaining a mortgage. It's also critical that you understand that there are common problems with bank appraisals. The reasons that issues arise from a bank appraisal can delay a closing can vary from the home that underappraises and the buyer and seller cannot come to a new term, or because repairs that are required by the appraiser. Whether you're buying or selling a home, it's important that your real estate agent is following up to make sure the appraisal has been completed, to make sure the home appraised at the sales price or greater, and finally that there were required repairs resulting from the bank appraisal. Nothing is more frustrating than a seller who finds out a week before a closing date that there were indeed repairs required in the bank's appraisal that need to be completed prior to closing. Number three, title-related issues. There are certain title-related problems which actually arise frequently. Most of the common title-related problems can be solved, but take significant time and will likely delay the closing or possibly cancel. If you're selling your home, one way to help reduce the risk that your real estate closing is not delayed is to use a title company to perform a title search once you've received a purchase offer. Number four, the dreaded lender requires extra documents. When a buyer receives their mortgage commitment, it means the funds have been approved and the closing can occur, right? In most cases, it does mean the funds have been approved. However, there are times when a lender will require additional documents at the last minute. Even if a buyer is pre-approved, then receives their mortgage commitment and is cleared to close, lenders are going to, at the last very minute, review their credit and bank statements one final time within a few days of closing. Reviewing the credit and bank statements are not the reason real estate closings are delayed, but the additional documents a lender may require after reviewing them is a reason that closings are delayed. As frustrating as delays might have been, having a professional by your side to help navigate them and alleviate a lot of that stress. Tune in next week as we close out this series, and if you have any questions, please reach out. I'd love to help you. This has been Scott, and this has been 2 on Tuesday. You guys have a great week. We'll see you later.